Good morning, friends. It's Katie Steinberg here at the beach, and another beautiful sunrise coming up, each one a little different, and each one a reminder that we get another day, another breath, another cycle. No matter what's happened the day before, the month before, the year before, there's another fresh one coming our way. This week I've been having a lot of conversations around change and transformation, and I think something about the new year invites people to consider how they might like their life to be different. And I know that many of you, based on your comments and posts and things, are having these same conversations or same wonderings and wanderings. And so I thought I'd talk a little bit about that, because there's this thing that I have observed amongst me and many of my friends and other journeyers, that there's some point in our transformation, if not many points, where it sort of feels like nothing's happening, or it feels like it doesn't work. And we start to question our methods. We start to question, why am I meditating? Why am I doing yoga? Why am I studying scripture? Why am I going to counseling? You know, it's still the same. I'm not better. And with sort of the metaphor of the sunrise behind me, you know, when you're sitting and watching it, it's very difficult to see the change moment by moment. But at some point you kind of look away, and when you look back, the sky is so much more alight than it was before. I think it's the same with our transformation, you know, sort of trying to measure it day by day. We can't see the difference. I think one of the invitations of a new year is the ability to kind of look back a little further, to gain some perspective and see our transformation. Or like watching kids grow for parents, right? It's like day to day, same kid, nothing's changed. But at some point you look at a picture or an old Christmas card or something and you go, how did this happen? And the answer's too obvious, right? Little by little. But I think one of the things that's challenging for people who are desiring transformation is that we don't want to get it wrong. I'll speak for me. I don't want to get it wrong. I want to make the next right step, and I want to see the results. And that's a function of my Enneagram 1. That's a function of the society in which I've been raised. You know, school and grades and all of that. But I think this is where grace comes in. It gives us the opportunity to experiment and try some things, and maybe the next right step doesn't work for you, and that's okay. It's like the sunrise reminds us, we'll get another chance, and we'll keep going. And at some point, I promise you, you'll look back and kind of say, oh, it works. I'm changing, becoming ever more a person I'm proud to be. And I'll just share with you briefly, one of my practices is to journal every day. And I've been able to look back at old journals, and they've given me a perspective on my own development that I don't think I would have had otherwise. Because it always seems like there's more work to do. And yet we've come such a long way. You know, and I just can't help but think that as I read the scriptures and think about the life of Jesus and many of the prophets that are captured in those stories, there's no way they knew the impact they were making. Thousands of years later, we're still talking about these people. And there's no way they knew each step was the next right step. But you take them anyway, and you learn along the way. And maybe the next time you put your foot down, the ground's a little more solid. Hope that'll bring you some encouragement today, and I hope that you will find some time to get outside, get into nature, and see the way the world is trying to teach us these lessons of grace and of transformation. Grace and peace, friends.